the revolution that captured the Iranian state was already in the 70s. And since then, slowly, piece by piece, the Iranian regime has worked to export its revolution. And especially in the past, let's say a decade and a half, especially since the Iraq war maybe, this kind of strategic waiting has really paid off. The Iranian regime started to take over capital by capital over the past 15 years. They control most of what's happening in Iraq. They control large militias that have become part of the state in Iraq. They captured Syria almost completely during the Syrian civil war. And of course, they also created Hezbollah, which went on to take over Lebanon. And something similar also happened in Yemen, where they have the Houthis, which also took over large parts of the Yemeni state. So all of this patience really paid off. And Iran, during the last decade, created this, what it calls a ring of fire, a strategic surrounding of Israel, which is in the middle. But again, despite this ring of fire having been created, if we're looking at 1 year ago, 2 years ago, this ring of fire was at the height of its power. We had Lebanon, Hezbollah having 150,000 rockets. We had Lebanese Hezbollah members who went to Syria to build up a kind of Hezbollah there as well. You had Hamas and the Islamic Jihad in the Gaza Strip, who also received Iranian backing. But we can see the patience again, and the fact that they didn't irrationally just start attacking Israel all of a sudden. But again, they waited and waited until apparently Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar made the mistake he made on October 7. And now all of this ring of fire, all of this network, which I've talked about in the past, really crumbled over the last 2 weeks. But again, we can expect the Iranian regime not to panic. We can expect the Iranian regime not to crumble from within, despite reports that there are some internal rifts in the regime. But the Iranian regime can be expected once again to try to exercise its strategic restraint, its strategic patience, which, as I explained, is so deeply rooted in its history and in its theology. And they will try to rebuild all that they have lost over the last 2 weeks or so.